is running. Now, an open letter has been sent to Minister Lindiwe Zulu on behalf of ECD centers across South Africa in response to ECD center teachers and staff not being included in the teacher education sector COVID-19 vaccination rollout, which is happening right now. And I'm just wondering, after Ruby's very, very emotional outcry on TV, if that situation has changed. Ruby, morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Julia, and morning to your listeners.
Thank you for being with us on the show. That was a very, very emotional plea. Have you had any response to it, and has the situation changed since then?
I am still looking, forward to get the response from the social development, and we're looking, and we are all ears. All what we want is a confirmed rollout plan. We don't want words, we just want action.
Okay, take us right to the beginning. How did this all start? When you heard that the education department was rolling out vaccinations for teachers, you assumed automatically that ECD would be part of it.
That was too obvious, to even doubt it. And when the other minister who is responsible for other section of the early childhood development, it was obvious to us that our minister, that the part of ECD belongs to, will surely, act accordingly. In that, I'm saying there are 180,000 ECD workforce in the country. And unfortunately, until we formalize and finish the function process, we still belong under two departments. So out of 180, only 42,000 are taken care of in the rollout plan because they fall under Department of Education. And we're asking ourselves as the ECD sector, what have we done to Department of Social Development to treat us to deserve this treatment?
Have you had any response to your very impassioned plea? I mean, you were in tears when the story broke.
I'm waiting and eagerly, I'm hoping, because Department of Social Development has taught us that they are reactionary kind of a system. They wait for us to shout out loud in order for them to hear. So I'm waiting in anticipation that what we will get is a structured plan for a rollout. We do not need any way. We just need an action. We just need a plan that will put us into the picture of how the rollout will be happening.
Okay, two questions here. I understand that you went to court not once but twice to make your voices heard. Tell us about that process, and was there any response when you went to court?
That's the kind of department that we belong to, that is supposed to be, addressing the imbalances of the past, that is supposed to be responding to the constitution of the country by taking care of the young child. It only, as I've said earlier, that the Department of Social Development is too reactionary in their approach for our liking. So they only respond, it's either when we shout out loud, when we go to the streets, or when we take them to court. And we are mobilizing ourselves. If it needs us to take them to court in order to take us seriously, we are ready to do that. But we are enlisting, a constituency. We are a consultative constituency. We are open, for opportunities of having a conversation. But the time is running out. This plan was supposed to be on like as of yesterday. So if the department wants us to go to court, we are mobilizing. We are going to do that.
Oh, correction here. You haven't yet been to court. Is that what you're saying?
Not for this particular one. for the vaccination.
All
We
right.
went to court for all other issues that the department, like the reopening of the ECD centers after lockdown. So for this particular one, we've not been to court yet.
And when you went for the reopening of ECD centers after lockdown, you went twice to court. Did you have? Were you successful with in your court bid?
We always win
Okay.
because we are basing
Right.
our argument on the children's rights. We're not doing it for ourselves,
Right.
and we are basing our argument on what the constitution of the country is saying. Yes.
Okay. Do you think that they haven't included you in the current vaccination rollout because the understanding is, and I think it's a misplaced understanding, but the understanding at the time was that children are not at risk and they are not carriers, but we now know differently, and I'm going to cover that with a pediatrician in my show next week. But do you think it was based on old information they had? That is why they didn't include ECD in the current rollout.
That would be very embarrassing for them if I have to respond to that, because we all know what is the research on the ground now, and we were supposed to be acting accordingly. Let alone that we've been following all the confusion that the department is trying to put, up front because they want to protect themselves. But the research is telling us exactly where does the virus stands in terms of children. So a caring department is supposed to be following every development that are happening within this virus, because this virus is dangerous. When it affects teachers, it will affect children, it will affect parents. So it's not only about the ECD workforce, but it's about the chain of everybody who is involved in making sure that the child is in the center in this whole saga.
So, Ruby, are your ECD centers still running, or have you closed for now because you're afraid of impacting on that many children and staff?
The ECD centers have been running, that's number one. But there are those who have closed down because of the funding. And in this discussion, I don't want to take you back to the stimulus package that they are still waiting for, that they were promised, that is their right, because it is the taxpayers' money that they have not received yet. So this is the list they were expecting, that they are operating under difficult circumstances. So they were very hopeful that the vaccination will give them life so that they continue, to bring about a better life for our children. This is about our children.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you can tell me very definitely that till now you've had no word at all from the department.
We have no word till now, and we are looking forward to see the plan. We don't want a word. We want a word that is attached to a plan of action as to what is the plan for the plus minus 130,000 ECD workforce that belongs under Department of Social Development. Because the plan that is in place now is only taking care of 42,631 that belong under Department of Basic Education.
Okay, final two
That's
questions.
all what we're asking for.
All right, final two questions. What time frame have you allowed them for responding, knowing that if they don't respond in that time frame, you're going to court? And have you told them that you are taking the matter to court?
We don't want to preempt. As I've indicated earlier, we are hoping. We are a very understanding sector, and we've been patient enough. We are doing our own plans. We know what the steps we are going to take. And if going to court is one of them, we are prepared to do that. Because there's no way of me saying, we give them until next week, because this is long overdue. We want action as soon as possible.
All right, in your mind, you must have a time frame that you're going to stick with. So, for example, if you don't hear from them next week, Monday, are you going to court? That's what I'm asking.
We're taking all the necessary, measures that will make the department to listen to us. Going to court is included in all our plans.
Good on you, Ruby Motaung. I hope and pray that they respond to you sooner rather than later. And Ruby is the Director at Training and Resources in Early Education. Thank you indeed for your time. And we do hope that it's going to be good news very soon for you and the ECD sector.
The ECD sector. We hope so too. And thank you for having us.
My pleasure entirely.
Thank you.
48
Bye.
exactly. And we're going to take an ad break. When we get back, we will be obviously continuing the show and waiting to hear from you. You do have our numbers. Let me just give it to you once again. And that is the WhatsApp number 061 766 0355, or contact us via any one of our other social media platforms.
A strip of land with over 2 million people blockaded for 13 years. Healthcare is on its knees, food is scarce, and water is inadequate. COVID has wreaked havoc in the lives of the people of Gaza. 53% of the population live below the poverty line. 80% of Gaza relies on external aid to survive, and 20,000 children are now orphans. The future is bleak. Please, don't forget Gaza. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
Looking to get your kick? Kiki's have now reopened on 235 Matthews Maiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the Taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the Taste with Kick.
Don't be sheepish. Kurbani with Penny Appeal. Affordable and rewardable. For just 700 Rand in Africa, Gaza 3,500 Rand, South Africa and Yemen 2,000 Rand. You can reap the rewards of your sacrifice. Go on and do your bit to banish poverty. Only the best animals, 100% reliable and guaranteed notice of your Kurbani done. Call 031 1100 573 or visit www.pennyappeal.org.za to book your Kurbani today. WhatsApp 081 407 2753 for more information. Trust us to deliver your sacrifice where needed most, allowing you to reap the rewards of this blessed action. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
These days, I'm more health conscious than ever. So tonight, it's stir fry for dinner, cooked in healthy Helios pure sunflower cooking oil. Helios is pure sunflower goodness, packed with omega-6. That's good for your heart, and is approved as part of the Heart and Stroke Foundation eating plan. Dinner's ready! Helios, pure sunflower cooking oil. A healthy family is a happy one.
Africa. As the crisis in Palestine continues, the Africa Muslims Agency teams are on the ground facilitating emergency food and medical assistance to the affected families. Donate 15,000 Rand or any amount and help the people of Palestine. Call AMA now on 083-251-9376 or donate online at Africa Muslims Agency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
It's a new beginning. It's a new era. Salam Media, humanitarian journalism.
It is exactly 8:51 a.m. This is News and Views with me, Julie Ali. And next we have Imtiaz Sayed on the line. He's the chairman of ECD Sector, and we have talked with him before. Very passionate about the Ratepayers Association and how they can make a huge